so many updates. Hi guys, I am Jacqui Duran here again with you this wonderful Tuesday for Tuesday training. We have come a long way, guys. We are already almost into the middle of July. This year is flying by, and if you guys haven't yet had a chance, we are going to talk about some of the great late-breaking updates and changes that are going to be coming and affecting your Scentsy business. So this is a perfect Tuesday training video for everyone to watch. New consultant who's been here for a while, somebody who's even thinking of joining. These are great updates that you need to be aware of and you need to know about. So if you guys are anything like me and are busy between career, kids, house, errands, family in town, it's the summertime. We just had an amazing 4th of July weekend. There's lots of stuff going on in the summer, okay? So we can all get busy. It's easy to get distracted, but what I truly encourage all of you to try and work into that busy schedule is to make sure that you are doing your due diligence and you are getting on your workstation. I really encourage you guys to sign in maybe daily if you are a lead consultant or above. So that means for those of you who have at least one team member and are a lead consultant or above, I really encourage you guys to be getting on that workstation once a day, even if it's just a quick run through of checking the news tab. If it happens to be running those performance reports, whatever it is, I want you doing it. Just get in that habit of going on there once a day. For those of you who are just starting out, the essential consultants and the certified consultants, I'd like to encourage you guys, if you aren't quite ready for the once a day, then I definitely encourage you to get on to your workstation at least once a week. So if that means that you need to schedule time in your planner that just says workstation review, do that. If you need to set a reminder on your phone, do that. Whatever it is, post-it note, tie a ribbon around your finger. I don't care what it is. Just make that reminder that you are getting in there and you're checking all of these updates, because guys, we have some amazing stuff. And so that's what I wanted to kind of focus on today, is knowing where those resources are and being able to access them, because I don't know if you guys are aware, but these resources are available to us 24/7. So regardless of what your schedule looks like, if it's as hectic as mine is, then even if it's 9:30 at night and I just got the little one in bed and I've got 30 minutes till I need to get myself into bed to wake up and do all this again tomorrow, that's 30 minutes that I can hop on very quickly and just see what's going on, rather than taking time for one of my official time wasters. What's a time waster? Or a time sucker is really what I really like to call it, is a time sucker. And things like that happen to be Facebook. Do you guys, are you anything like me when you hop onto Facebook and you're checking things out? Maybe you're doing a quick scroll down your news feed and squirrel. Oh, I have to reply to that. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Oh, look, she did this today. Or, oh man, they aren't feeling well. I'm going to send them a little note. And that's great. And that's all fine and good. But if you guys, again, are like me and you're working on that tight schedule of time, to where you only have a certain amount of time to really work your business, stay away from those time suckers during that time. It does take a little bit of commitment and restraint, but trust me, once you get into the habit, you're going to be fine. So Facebook happens to be one of those for me, because yeah, I do get distracted. Pinterest, huge time sucker. So I like to use Pinterest. You guys know I like it for my marketing. I use Facebook for my marketing as well, and also obviously to connect with my team. So if I'm doing it constructively, things that are moving my business forward, then it's not a time sucker. But if I get on Pinterest and I do my marketing and then I'm like, oh, let's see what's happening on the popular board today, and I'll hop over there. Next thing you know, 3 hours later, I've got a lot of pins done, but I have nothing else done, right? totally sucked my time. Another one, well, I mean, we've got the games situation going on. I personally go through phases of games on my phone and the app, so I kind of circle them out, and I really have to, and this is hard for me because I was a big app phone gamer, right? I love my games on my phone. But what I had to do is I had to condition myself, and I had to say, okay, I'm already short on time, but I still want to be able to have my free time and play my games, right? So I have now narrowed it down to where I only allow 2 games on my phone at one time. So for me personally, I focus, and so then when I really do have downtime, real downtime, that I can actually get on and just play, I really limit it to those 2 games. So sometimes I will switch back and forth, and I'll go through a game and only play that one for like a whole month. So then I might circle it out or change it out and then go to another one. But truly 2 is what I keep on my phone, no more than 2. I make myself not do it. So that's a big time sucker for me, so that's why I do it that way. Another one can be Twitter or Google Plus, if you guys are on there. If you guys are on Periscope, you know, sometimes those Periscopes, they're great when we're looking to do a live event that maybe has good information and is chock full of knowledge and tips and help and what have you. But if you get stuck in that cycle of people who are just sitting there doing their hair or their makeup, or there's just a lot of, hey, what you doing, guys? You can just tell somebody's bored, right? They don't have a real agenda. Guys, if you're only working with short amount of time to work your Scentsy business, you gotta cut out the time suckers and then save those kind of periscopes for when you actually have the time to sit around and just have fun, right? So you really have to prioritize those things that you can identify as something as a time sucker for you. So those are just a few of the ones that are for me. And so, like I said, it just takes that conscious effort on my own part to really put my foot down and say, nope, not till I get this done. Kind of like I do with the chores with the kids. When you finish this, then you can do that. So sometimes you have to really take control of your business, guys, because you are the boss. You are the CEO of your business. So you really have to act like that. You really have to perceive and preach what you talk, okay? So you just do. You have to put those standards in place. So find out what those time suckers are for you and see different ways that you can find to maybe, like I said, if it's just trimming the fat on those. I still keep the 2 games on my phone because I can't go without games, but I trim the fat, I keep it to 2, and I only play them when I truly have done all my Scentsy work. That is like my reward to myself. Sad that it's come to that, but hey, adulting is hard. But we do have some very important news. So I wanted to bring that to you guys today on this amazing opportunity of a Tuesday training. Now, if you're anything like me and you had the 4th of July here in the US, we had our 4th of July holiday yesterday on a Monday. So a lot of us had time off of work. So even though I went back to work today, it still totally felt like a Monday. So my whole day is just a touch off all day. But this was exciting news, guys. Okay. So if you have not yet checked your emails, I encourage you after this video to go check your emails because you will find out more information there. We got some emails out today, but again, I wanted to go over them with you and kind of just share them with you. Posted to the news tab on July 13th. That's right, July 13th. Today is July 5th, so mark your calendars now. Save the date for July 13th. Because on July 13th, we are going to get amazing access on our news tab. Amazing. We're going to have videos featuring Heidi and Orville Thompson, the owners of our company. So they're going to be talking to us through some videos. And they're also going to be featuring a lot of the new products. So it's the new product reveal, right? These videos are going to be posted globally, and they're all going to occur at the same time. So all consultants globally get access to these all at the same time. So if in years past, like me, if you've been on those spoiler pages on Facebook, things like that, where people are at reunion and they're sharing pictures, things like that, or you know, they got a glimpse of the catalog yet, and the new catalog that's coming, and they're screenshotting things. So all of that is now a thing of the past because our leaders are bringing it to us. Scentsy is listening to us, guys, and they are providing it to us. So it's fantastic. I personally am very, very, very excited for this. So, and I don't know if you guys know or not, but my team is truly turning into a global team. So I am registered in Region 1 and Region 2. So I'm registered in the United States. I'm registered in Canada and Mexico. I'm also registered in Australia and New Zealand. So trying to move around the globe here, people. So for all of you out there, I wanted to kind of lay out these formats, okay? Because again, because this is going to happen simultaneously for everybody all at the same time, got some time zones to look at. So here for US, Canada, and Mexico, it's going to be 7 p.m. Mountain Time on July 13th. July 13th. The UK and Ireland is going to be 2 a.m. local time. Germany and Austria are 3 a.m. local time. Spain is 3 a.m. local time, along with France, 3 a.m. local time. My Australian friends, 11 a.m. Sydney time. And for my Kiwis, my New Zealand friends, 1 p.m. Wellington time, okay? So those are the times on July 13th that you're going to want to be getting onto that news tab in your workstation. So sign on to your workstation, check out that news tab, and wait. Trust me, it's going to refresh with lots of great stuff, and you'll probably see it again as well in those Facebook groups. But if you're anything like me, I'm going to be literally on the edge of my seat like, when's it going to pop up? And I'm going to be so excited. I can't wait. I love the new catalog. I love transition time. It's exciting. Okay, I'm going to tone down my fangirl for just a moment because now we're going to move on to some other late breaking news. Again, this email came out as well, so check your email. This was a pretty big announcement when I listened to this. So, again, you guys know that I've got my job during the day. So I got home. I've got the little one set up. She's out there watching Megamind right now. Megamind is happening out there. And so I came into my office area here, went through my emails, read those very quickly. And then that's when I saw these emails. And in this email, the one that I'm about to talk about now, which is regarding Scentsy.com, there is a link in your email, or you can go to the news tab of your workstation and log in there. And you'll be able to see this video. There is a video directly from Heidi and Orville. So it's a very quick video. I've already watched it, guys. So you guys can do the same thing. So again, this is regarding Scentsy.com, and I don't know if you guys are even aware of this, but as consultants, obviously, we try our best to get our name out there, right? Whether we're out there marketing with hard paper marketing materials, you know, leaving our product list or our showcase brochures, places, our business card, things like that. Even though, and maybe I've sold bars to somebody, maybe it was at an event or it was for a fundraiser or what have you, or even just a big party. You know, we put labels on our things as consultants because we really try and market it that way. So when they run out, where do they go? Oh yeah, let me grab the empty box and I've got her number and name, or his name and number on there so I can reorder. Well, some customers may not save their bars, or maybe we forgot to accidentally label something, or maybe we labeled it was a warmer and we labeled the outside of the box, but obviously not the warmer itself. So, you know, they're out of a bulb, but they don't know what to do. They can't remember what my name or my website was. Well, what do they do at that point? What a lot of customers will do, so if they're in that situation, they can't remember, or they're brand new, maybe they've just heard of Scentsy, but they don't really have a consultant they've connected with, you can go to, and customers can go and do go to Scentsy.com. Scentsy.com, what it does is they're still able to get on there and make an order and everything else just without, it's kind of like bypassing a consultant, right? You're going directly to Scentsy. Well, Scentsy, always looking out for us as they are. Love our amazing Heidi and Orville and the whole entire Scentsy team. Scentsy corporate team, they're just chock full of ideas and they're always looking out for us. And one of the ways that they're doing that is they're changing things up a little. So if you've watched that video, or if you have not, please do so. Heidi talked a lot about Scentsy.com, and she threw out some numbers, and I thought that it was really interesting because they did some research, and Heidi was discussing how out of all of the customers who went to Scentsy.com and they were shopping online, which means they made a complete purchase, they got on there, they made a purchase, 46% of the people or customers who did that and just went to Scentsy.com and placed just a generic order, didn't go through a consultant, bypassed it all, placed their order. 46% of the people who placed an order already had consultants that they either had worked with fairly recently or previously in the past. But for whatever reason, maybe they didn't get great customer service. I hope not, but that obviously it can happen. We're in the retail industry, guys. So maybe they just had a bad experience. Maybe they forgot who I was. Maybe they forgot what my website was, but they just really needed a bulb. Maybe they sent me an email and for some reason I just didn't get to my email. I don't know. But for whatever reason, 46% of the people shopping online at Scentsy.com already had consultants but weren't going through those consultants. Scentsy obviously saw that as a really good process improvement. How can we better improve this process for our consultants so our consultants are able to be back in the loop? Because that's what they ultimately want, guys. We are a direct selling company. That's truly what they want for us. So as of August 17th, so another date I want you to put on your calendars, August 17th, this is what is going to happen. When people visit Scentsy.com, customers more than likely, I would hope there's not any consultants out there that are just shopping on Scentsy.com and not using their own website, but I don't know. I'm not everybody else. But on August 17th, customers, when they go to Scentsy.com, they're going to be able, just like they always have, they're going to be able to browse the entire catalog, add it to a shopping cart, just like they've done in the past, right? Like you would at any website you went to. Maybe I'm ordering from Amazon, what have you, right? I'm going to add all my stuff to the cart. I'm going to get ready to check out. So what's going to happen? When you, as a customer, I'm in there, I'm entering in my information. Here's my name, my address, my phone number, my email. Yep, these are the items I want to purchase. It's going to give them, and I don't know if it's a pop-up window or a message, what have you. But as soon as they do all of that, then if they are a returning customer, they are going to be directed to link their order that they are placing to the last consultant that they purchased from. Now, as long, that is with a caveat. So as long as you have entered in their information into your contact list on your workstation, go to your workstation, click on contacts. If you've inputted like Amy Jones and she lives at 123 Riverside in anywhere USA, and her phone number is 816-999-9999, and her email is amyjo@gmail.com. You've entered all that into your contact section, but you never heard from Amy again. Maybe you just met her at an event, but you never heard from her. Maybe you tried to reach out, but just nothing. But now she's like, oh, I need some new Scentsy. So she hops onto Scentsy.com. And so when she enters her information, what Scentsy.com, now the upgrade to the website is going to happen. And it's actually going to find Amy, and it's going to match her and say, hey, Amy Jones with this email and this phone number and this address, maybe it all matches, who knows. They last ordered from Jacqui Duran. So this order is going to be attached to Jacqui Duran as the consultant because it was the last consultant that she worked with who entered an order with her information on it. Does that make sense? Now, that is for a returning customer. For a brand new customer, a customer who has never ordered any Scentsy from a consultant, or they're pulling up as a new customer. We're going to talk about that more in just a second. New customers, if you're brand new, never bought from Scentsy before, and you go online to Scentsy.com, you browse the catalog, you add things to your cart, you put in your information, your name, your address, your email, your phone number, blah, blah, blah. It is then going to direct those people, if it can't match them to the criteria that we just talked about for returning customers, if it can't match them, then what it's going to do is it's going to pull forward our Consultant Locator. And it's going to give them the opportunity to choose from a list of consultants who are near to them geographically. If they only remember Jacqui, they can start typing in Jacqui, and then what it's going to do is the system is going to algorithm it out, and it's going to kind of give them that advanced type search. So if you've ever been maybe on your email server or your phone or whatever, I know, and you start typing in somebody's name and it's going to autofill with suggestions, right? Maybe you start typing Jacqui for Jacqui and it comes up with Jacqui Duran, and then Jacqui Anderson, and then I don't even know, Jacqui, another name, I don't know. So it's going to automatically start pulling up people who are like that name, right? And that's going to give those customers really easy access to be able to go, oh yeah, it was Jacqui Duran, that's who it was. I could not remember her name for the life of me. The whole point of all of this is to match customers with consultants, because that's ultimately what Scentsy wants to be able to do for us and give to us. Is they want us to be able to truly build those relationships with these customers and not lose them in life, because life just happens. And I don't want you guys to take this as anything personal or that you failed or you're just not being the best consultant you can be, because you are. Maybe you've fallen behind in follow-ups, or you've just gotten really bad at remembering to enter in customer information into that contact tab when you're putting in orders. That's okay. This is your chance to correct those mistakes and kind of clean the slate and start again. So just like Heidi encourages in the video that they posted about this, I'm going to also encourage you and challenge you to go through the contacts tab of your workstation and go through your contacts. I want you to make sure that you've got first and last names, that you've got addresses, that you've got phone numbers or email addresses. So figure out how you connected with them and try and reach out to them again. Hey, I'm just updating my contact list and I'd like to make sure that you're added to my mailing list. This is the address that I've got on file for you. Is this still a good address? Or maybe you only have their email address and they had signed up for your newsletter, you know, emailing them out and just saying, hey, again, updating my contact list, making sure I've got the correct email for you. If this is good, just shoot me back a quick reply that says yes with a thumbs up, whatever you want to say. Make it something that is quick and easy for them to do. I always encourage you that if you're reaching out to customers, to not make it too complicated, because customers are just like us. We are just like customers. We are usually mobile and on the go a lot of the time for our business, and so are our customers. They are mobile and on the go. So if I'm able to make it to be a very quick thing to say, hey, reply back to me with a thumbs up emoji, this is still correct, that's all they have to do. Reply, thumbs up, done. Did it. Took me 2 seconds to do it, right? Where instead, if I say, hey, I'm updating my contact information, can you please fill out this form with your name and your address and your phone number and your email? That's great. But you're probably not going to get the best results as you would if you were just making it quick and easy for them. Because again, we are all on the go. We're all working on the go. Our customers are on the go. Make it quick and easy for them to do things, because trust me, the more directions you give them and the more things that you make them do just to be able to stay in contact with you, they'll be like, ain't nobody got time for that, and they're gonna walk away, delete the email, delete the text, whatever, completely forget about it. Trust me. So that's what I challenge you to do. Go through that contact list, do something to reach out to them, make it easy, just have them reply with a thumbs up emoji, something like that. Now, to kind of go in rhythm with all of this, with this brand new change with Scentsy.com, okay? You all probably know by now we do have that Consultant Locator. Well, now obviously it's gotten a little upgrade, right? Because now it's starting to cross-match to be able to match them with us when they're visiting Scentsy.com. So they are making some changes to the Consultant Locator. So again, this is for any customer out there, or even somebody who has ever ordered or has ordered but can't remember my name. When they go to Scentsy.com and they click on the Consultant Locator or Find a Consultant, whatever it actually says, what it's going to do is it's going to provide them with a way to connect with consultants, right? It's only going to list consultants. The Consultant Locator, starting August 17th, will only list consultants, when they type in who's nearest to me, who are a lead consultant or above and have an active PWS or a personal website. You might be asking why about these questions, or that's unfair. There is good business sense behind that. The reason that they've chosen to list only consultants on the Consultant Locator that are a lead or above is because those consultants have already demonstrated a willingness to build their business. Because what do you have to do to be a lead or above? Well, you have to be working your business in some way, because that means you at least have one team member who has achieved active status. So that is somebody who obviously is starting to grow their business. That doesn't mean that the essential consultants out there and certified consultants out there that we don't think as much of you, or Scentsy doesn't think as much of you. That is not it at all. Because trust me, the more that you guys work your business to get to lead or above, the more you're going to be invested in it. And when you're invested in your business, you start to create that passion for it. And that passion is going to fuel your fire to continue building and working your business to its fullest potential. And that's ultimately not only what Scentsy wants for you, but that's ultimately what I want for you. Even if you're not on my personal downline team, I want that for you if you're watching this video. You guys are in my tribe, and I take care of my tribe members. So what this all boils down to is all the customers who are going to be visiting Scentsy.com will be connected with a consultant. Every single order that will be placed on Scentsy.com will be connected to a consultant. So whether that's a returning customer and it will link them back to the last consultant that they ordered from, or if it's a new customer, it's going to match them up using the Consultant Locator to a consultant who is a leader above or has a PWS, an active personal website. So again, if you are not investing back in your business, you know me, you know what I say. If nothing else, invest in your business to make sure that your website is active. Because it may seem trivial, it may seem like nothing at all, but guys, unless you have an active website, you cannot recruit. So that means you cannot build a team. That means no matter how much you sell, you will never move up to a lead consultant. So you have to have that active personal website. I encourage you to do that. Invest back in your business, if nothing else, just for that, because that is the only way you're going to grow your team. And I want you all to grow your team to where you want it to be. Now, there is going to be an FAQ, and there is the video there in your news tab. So again, I'm pushing you out there to your workstation. Go to your workstation. We need to know where those resources are. Go to your workstation. Click on the news tab, and I guarantee you that you'll find this information there. You can also find it in your email, since he has sent this out to whatever email you have associated with your account. This is also a good time when you're in your workstation, because you're going to be, right? Yeah, you are. You're going to go in there and go ahead and go to the account tab of your workstation. See how that's looking. Do you need to update your mailing or your shipping address? Do you need to update your email address? Maybe it's been a while, or maybe you initially signed up and maybe you just created a generic email just so Scentsy stuff would just go to this email. Maybe that's an email you don't check very often. You can update that at any time. Go through and update your own personal information. Make sure your information is in there and is the most up-to-date that you need it to be, because important communications like the emails that came out today are going to whatever email you have on that account tab. So check it out and figure it out. Also on the account tab is where you can personalize your PWS. Guys, nobody wants to be a goldsmith warmer. Yes, they're pretty. Yes, they're beautiful. We want to see you. You are your brand with Scentsy. So give them your face, whether it's just you, maybe it's your why is you and your kids. So make a picture with you and your kids. Maybe it's you and your husband. Maybe it's you and your dog. Maybe it's you and your guinea pig. Make it a picture. Make it personal. Make it you. Whatever that is, make it you. And put that picture up there. Then go in and update your story on your PWS. This is a great opportunity, guys. Because why? Because you are now, by using the new process for the Consultant Locator and for the Scentsy.com changes and updates that are happening, more people are going to be driven to your website. They want to know about you. They want to create a relationship with you, and maybe they want to join your team based on you and your story. So you don't have to have this impressive long story and history with Scentsy. No, maybe you joined last week. Your story is simply that. Hey guys, my name is Jacqui and I just joined Scentsy. I am so excited. I love the products and I cannot wait. I decided to join Scentsy because blah, 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 blah. Doesn't have to be spectacular. Doesn't have to be for any, you know, grand gesture cause. Why did you join? Why did you join? So you could have some extra money? So you were interested in the product? Maybe your husband works full time, but you just want a hobby? Who knows what it is? Put that in there. Make it you. Personalize your website. Trust me. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a nice little quote. I'm going to end Tuesday training day with this amazing quote that Orville gave to us in the video that you will be watching. I thought this was a great quote. The better the data, the better the relationships. The better the relationships, the better the business. That's really what it all boils down to, guys. The better that we are at inputting the data into our contact list, making sure it's up to date, updating our personal website, really working our business to make sure that we A, have an active website, and B, that we're getting to that title of leader above. Those are the things that are going to help us build our brand and build our business. And so by building that and by doing our follow-ups and staying with our customers who are reaching out to us and ordering from us, the future looks bright, guys. It looks very, very, very bright. So more to come again on the training center and the news tab of your workstation. I want those to be your #1 spots to go for almost anything. Can't emphasize it enough. So I encourage you guys, get there on your workstation, check out the news tab especially, check out the training center in your workstation. Then again, if you are on my personal team, I want you guys in those Facebook groups. We have them there for a reason. We try to include as much of the appropriate information that you need. And when you need help, if maybe you're on the training center, but you just can't find what you're looking for, that's when you reach out and you say, hey, help, I'm looking for how to enter an order. There's a video on your training center for that. If you're on my team, I think I've got a video on it too in either the new consultant playlist or the Tuesday training playlist. It's one of the two. I hope this was informative to you guys, and I hope that it kind of gets you excited about what is to come with Scentsy, because not only on July 13th will we get that steak preview, but we're also on July 19th through the 22nd. Yeah, I think so. Yours truly will be presenting at Nashville Scentsy Family Reunion. I'm going to be presenting on the topic of online parties. I'm also going to be doing a presentation as well on Instagram and I think like social media marketing. So that's kind of how it's going to go down. We're going to have a lot of expos and booths set up that you guys will be able to go around and travel to. Of course, we're going to have up to the moment new information. I'm sure there's going to be more surprises in store. It's always an amazing time. So be watching Facebook, you guys. So those of us that will be there, trust me, we'll all be talking about it, whether it's in the Facebook groups or on our fan pages or on our team pages. There's going to be lots of information coming your way in just a short amount of time. So get ready, get excited, get ready. Then after that, on August 17th, yes, on August 17th is when that new upgrade to the Scentsy.com website will happen. So again, check out the news tab, go to your workstation, just start making it a habit. Start looking for ways you can get rid of those time suckers if you're like me and you're really on just a tight chain of time. Because guys, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's how we spend them and how we work them that makes the difference. Until next week, it's gonna be amazing. Get ready for the fun. Get ready to get out there and update your website. Get on there, update your contact list, reach out to your contacts. Make this the perfect opportunity to reach out there and say hello to your customers who previously ordered from you. Why not? Scentsy is going to. You should be too. So until next time, peace, love, happiness. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.